Good day, everyone. Trust your day is good. Today we are moving to proving of trigonometric identities, and I have already uploaded a video on this topic before. So make sure you go back to the channel to watch it before watching this, so as to make you to what fully understand the topic. Today we are moving to the proving of trigonometric identities. So we are asked to prove out all this one. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share to your fellow friends so that they can also benefit from this topic. Okay, now let's go. Now let's check out this first question. First of all, make sure you keep all these things at the back of your mind. Sine square x plus cos square is equal to 1. Okay, so make sure you learn all this one, know how to manipulate them. Okay, do you understand what I'm saying? Know how to manipulate them. Now we have a is equal to cosec x tan x is equal to sec x. So how are you going to do it? You should know that cosec x is equal to what? 1 over sine x. So you can easily say that 1 over sine x multiplied by tan x can also be simplified further to say that it is what? Sine x over cos x. So we have sine x over cos x. Left hand side is what you are dealing with to prove that it is equal to the right hand side. Is equal to, now sine can cancel sine. I have what? 1 over cos x. And you should know that 1 over cos x is equal to what? Okay, I did not. Okay, 1 over cos x is equal to what? Sec x. So you can now say the right hand side is equal to the what? Left hand side. Therefore, it is proved. And if it is not equal, you will just say right hand side is not equal with this sign. Is not equal. Do you understand? So that's the what for the first question. Now, what are you going to do in this one? This is the second question. Okay, you should know that you will always be dealing with the what? Left hand side, but there are some cases whereby you will have to deal with the what? Right hand side. Okay, so you have to know that okay, this is what I will be doing, this is what I will not be doing. Okay, so now you want to prove that this one is equal to this one, but this one I can't just be saying that sine square x is equal to something, tan x is I have to do some mathematical expression here. And what's that? Find the LCM of the left hand side of the what? Left hand side, and that the LCM will be what? Left hand side, the LCM will be what? 1 plus sine x, 1 minus sine x. Okay, now you should know how to find the LCM, right? Here you will have what? 1 plus sine x minus this negative. Okay, now minus 1 minus sine what? X. Okay, is now equal to what? What are you going to do? 1 plus sine x minus 1 plus sine x. I've simplified this bracket divided by. You should remember difference of 2 square, that whenever I have a square minus b square, it will always be equal to what? A plus b, a minus b. Okay, now I have something of such here. So what am I going to do? I will just say 1 squared, because my 1 is a, my a is 1. Okay, b square is what? Sine x. So it means that 1 square minus what? Sine square what? X, which is equal to what? 1 concut 1. I have what? 2 sine x over 1 minus what? Sine square x, which is equal to 2 sine x over 1 minus sine square x will give you what? Cos x, due to the what? This first equation. That is, I can say my cos x is equal to what? 1 moving this one minus sine square x. Okay, so I will have what? Cos square x. Now what are you going to do? You should know that you can simplify this expression by saying that 2 sine x over cos x multiplied by 1 over cos x, it will still give you the same equation. So you must also know how to manipulate. Okay, now I have something of this such, sine x over cos x, and that one will give me what? Tan x. So you put 2 tan x over 1 over cos x will give you what? sec x, but you won't put sec because what you are going to get will be 2 tan x sec x, and it can still be what further simplified into this one. So you can just put this cos x at the what denominator like this. So it is what proved, because you can see the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. So that's the answer for the what second question. Okay, let's move on to the third one. Now what are you going to do here? Okay, they give us something of this such. You must learn how to what simplify and what each term represents. I can say that my cosec square x is equal to what 1 over what sine square x multiply by my tan square x can also be simplified as what sine square x over what cos square x. Everything minus what 1 is equal to. Okay, now you must know that some will be asking me that, okay, I told you before that one, okay, like sine x over cos x is equal to tan x. How come tan square x is now equal to sine square x over cos square x? Okay, now what you have to know is that whatever it is in the front of what you are manipulating will determine what will be in the what the other. Assuming that here I have cosec square 2x, this one will also be 1 over sine square 2x. Assuming I have tan square 4x, this one will be sine square 4x over cos square 4x. So that's how it is done. Okay, now this one will cancel this one. I have something of 1 over cos square x minus 1, because I'm dealing with the what left hand side. Okay, I have what 1 over cos square x minus 1. I can find my LCM, right, by saying what cos square x is equal to 1 minus what cos square x, abi. And you should know that 1 minus cos square x from what, from this one sine square x plus cos square x is equal to 1. From this equation I should know that 1 minus cos square x will give me what sine square x. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, I will now say that 1 minus cos square x is equal to what sine square x over what cos square x, which will give me what tan square x. Okay, so I can now say that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side because it is equal to the what tan square x. Okay, now let's move on to the fourth one. From this one now, you have to note all this one that sine 2x is equal to what 2 sine x cos x, cos 2x is equal to cos square x minus sine square x. It is also the same thing as what 2 cos square x minus 1, and 1 minus 2 sine square x. You should know all this. Do you understand? Okay, now 1 minus cos 2x is equal to tan a. What am I going to do? Okay, now I can easily say that from the what left hand side I will have 1 minus cos 2a is equal to what cos square a minus sine square a. You won't say that cos 2x is not the same thing as cos 2a. It's just the change of variable. Here, if I should say cos 2y, it will be cos square y minus sine square y over. Okay, 1 minus this one, I'm using this first equation of the cos 2x. Okay, it will be what cos 2 cos square a minus sine square a, everything over sine 2a will also be what 2 sine a cos a. Okay, left hand side. Now what am I going to do? Okay, now since I know that, okay, let me rewrite it that 1 minus cos square a minus sine square a all over what 2 sine a cos a. So the left hand side will be what 1 minus cos square a plus sine square a all over 2 sine a cos a. you should think, you should make sure that you are what? You use your critically thinking to solve this kind of problem. Now, I can do something here because I know that I can say that 1 minus what? Cos square A will give me something. Do you understand? 1 minus cos square A will give me something from my what? Sin square x plus cos square x, which is equal to 1. So, 1 minus cos square this will give me sin square, which is sin square A plus what? Sin square A all over what? 2 sin A cos A. So, I will have what? 2 sin square A, okay, divided by 2 sin A cos A. 2 will cancel 2. One sign will cancel one sign, to mean sin A here. So I can say that sin A divided by cos A will give me what? Tan A. So I can say that the what? Left hand side is equal to the right hand side if you go and check, which is equal to what? Tan A. Therefore, it is what? Proved. Because if you go and check the question back, you will see that 1 minus what? Cos 2 is equal to what? Divided by this will give us tan A. And that's what we get. Do you understand? So let's move on to the what? The fifth question, okay? Now, we have something of the such. How are we going to do this? Okay? Now, let's follow the procedure, okay? Now, we have sine x raised to power 4 minus cos x raised to power 4 divided by this. So, how are we going to do it? I can say that I can represent this one by something. Let me see from the what? Left hand side, okay? I can say that sine square x or squared minus cos square x or squared over sine square x minus what? Cos square x, which will now be equal to what? Because the reason why I do this is that I can easily then say that sine square x is the same thing as sine x all squared. I can easily say that sine square x is the same thing as sine x all squared. So that's why I factorize sine square x and put it into the power. Okay, now if you remember the difference of 2 square, a square minus b square will give me what? A plus b, a minus b. Do you remember? Okay, now this is our a and this is our b. So I will just say that sine square x, because that's what is inside the bracket, plus cos square x into sine square x minus what? Cos square x. Everything over sine square x minus what? Cos square x. Okay, now I can say that this one cancel this one. You see, as simple as that. And I have sine square x plus cos square x left. And if you remember the what equation, this one plus this one will give us what? 1. So that means left hand side is equal to what? The right hand side. Therefore, it is what? Proved. That's that. Under that, okay, let's move on to the next question. Now, what are you going to do in this kind of question? It looks complicated, but not. If you look at it very well, you have to simplify to the simplest form, whereby there will not be something that you can use to represent them again. Okay, now for this course, you don't have anything to represent it. You just put, okay, left hand side is equal to cos theta, but this cos can be represented as what? Cos theta over what? Sin theta. If you remember from the what beginning of the video, divided by 1 minus what? Sin theta minus 1. This one, oh, it won't cancel. Sorry. Okay, I can say that the left hand side is equal to what? Cos square theta divided by sin theta into what? 1 minus sin theta, everything minus 1. You will be looking at me like, how did he get this one? Okay, let me explain. Because this one will be what? Cos square theta over sin square theta, and this one is 1. I can use the reciprocal to bring the sign to the denominator. I hope that's cleared. Okay, minus 1. This is it. Are we going to do what are we going to do to this type? We have to find the SCM. So we have that the left hand side is equal to what? Cos square theta minus sine theta into 1 minus sine theta. Okay, everything over sine theta into 1 minus sine theta. Okay, so the left hand side will be what? Cos square theta minus sine theta plus sine square what? Theta. Everything over sine theta into 1 minus what? Sine theta. Here I can easily say that they are what? 1, because cos square theta plus sine square theta will give us 1. So the left hand side will be what? 1 minus what? Sine theta over sine theta into 1 minus what? Sine theta. So this one can cancel out. So I have 1 over what? Sine theta, which is equal to what? Cos theta. So it is proved because they has that this side must be equal to this side. So it means that our left hand side is equal to the right hand side. So that's that on that one too. So that's all I have for you today. Make sure you go through the channel, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel so that you will get a notification whenever I drop the video on the continuation of where we stop on this topic. See you next time. Bye.